It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here, and so is the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight, it'll be the San Antonio Spurs going up against the Heat in Miami. For Miami, they've been looking forward to this game and have to be anxious to tip it off. They've been pretty tight-lipped about the game plan coming in, but very soon we'll find out what approach they're going to take. And the Miami Heat, retiring Shaq's number this past season. Shaq, tell us what that meant to you that night.
It was a tremendous honor. Some great memories playing in the Heat uniform. I can remember when I got traded from L.A. and I arrived there in a diesel truck, and I just told the people I was going to bring them a championship, and I delivered. Shaq Stradamus did it again. The big Aristotle did it again. The big Miami Heat player did it again.
It looked like that huge jersey they raised to the rafters. Looks like you could still fit in it.
Well, I can.
Still fit in it. I think he can fit in it now. But, Shaq, you helped him win that first championship, was impressive. And Pat Riley said it was the biggest acquisition that he's ever had in a Miami Heat uniform, because I don't think the other players would have followed suit that came down to Miami after you. Don't cry. I didn't mean to make you cry.
I
didn't mean to
think
make
we
you
were all
cry.
a little,
I do this all the
I
time,
think we were
man.
all a little emotional.
I make you cry all the time, man. You start crying and I start crying.
I know,
man.
and then when
What are
you guys
doing,
start,
man?
there's no way I can help it.
man.
That's because we're so tight on this show, and when something good happens to one of us, it's like it happens to all
Would
of
you
us.
stop?
You're not supposed to cry in a video
Oh,
game.
man.
No.
This is ridiculous. The kids are watching us going, what
It's
are they
almost
doing?
time to tip.
God, Jack.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
And a stirring rendition of the Star-Spangled Banner by the terrific Linda Lynn, getting us ready for NBA basketball here on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge is joining us from the sideline. We're in Miami for some Heat basketball. This hometown crowd ready to go. And before the action gets going here, let's go to David Aldridge, who spoke with Eric Spoelstra. What's the news, David?
Guys, he told me their primary focus of the pregame discussion was defense. He said they're dealing with a very sophisticated offense, and it's going to require an outstanding effort from his players at the defensive end to come out on top. Let's see if that's the effort they get. Guys?
Thank you, David. And two teams with deep rosters. Smitty, talk about the value of depth over the course of a long and arduous season.
Well, you get a chance to see the great teams that don't have to rely on just their first seven, that really go down all the way to the list of 12, 13, 14 guys. The Golden State Warriors, the San Antonio Spurs, they have, over the years, played their entire roster and played them in crunch time. And a lot of times, their second unit, they win games for them. And the Cavaliers, that's another team had to throw in there.
Yeah, they can weather injuries and still move forward.
Yes.
And it's going to be the Spurs off the tip. And the starting group for the Spurs. Aldridge is at the 4 with Gasol at the 5. Murray and Green team up to make the backcourt. And it's Anderson in at the 3 slot. Now here's Murray. Back to Aldridge. 6 to shoot. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Green. A rebound by Johnson. Outside Dragic. They set the screen. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And, you know, last season, it seemed like it was a strong return to form for Goran Dragic. Was able to be more ball dominant when he was on the floor. And that style seems to work to his advantage, and he just seemed more comfortable in his role with this team.
That free throw, no good. And Greg, with Dragic and his statistical resurgence for several seasons, he had been sharing playmaking duties with guys like Wade and Bledsoe.
And as great as those players are, Dragic is best when he's the lead guard. Seems to be best paired with a shooter. A player's mentality can change when he is or isn't the primary ball handler, and that's been the case with Dragic.
And Greg, you hear about the competitive culture that this Miami Heat franchise has.
Yeah, and that doesn't always work for some teams, but it works for the Heat. This group will push each other all the time to be the best they can be. The practices have a feel of game-level intensity.
Here's Miami now. Waiters outside. And now, just over a minute played here in the first. Johnson the screen. From deep, Richardson buries it from three-point range.
Tough screen set there, and the defense was not prepared for it.
And here is Murray. Good-looking screen by Gasol. Goes up off the pick, and it's Murray with the jam.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skill as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
He also is one of the most skilled finishers in the league. Yet another spectacular play.
Here's Richardson after the basket by San Antonio. There's a screen. And not a good shot for him. They can get better looks than that. The Spurs have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Green kicks to Aldridge. The pass to Murray. Gasol dishes to Murray. And the shot goes in. Murray's got his second bucket of the night.
Finding the man who broke free. The great vision of Pau Gasol making that play happen.
If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Johnson the screen. And Waiters kicks to Dragic. And it's off from three-point range. Anderson passes to Green. Back to Anderson. Pass to Murray. And stolen by Richardson. An even 3-on-3 break. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Gasol a screen. The fader. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
I mean, the mid-range jumper, one of Gasol's favorite and most consistent shots.
Dragic dishes to Waiters. Over Green. Waiters no luck.
And this is a guy that can get you stops. Aggressive on the defensive end.
Also doing a good job of tracking the ball, contesting the mid-range jumper as well.
Aldridge a screen. Murray kicks to Green. Back to Murray. He dishes it to Aldridge. Shoots over Dragic. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. Miami's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. And Waiters has it in the corner. There's the pick. Shot clock at 5. Releases from 15. Miami keeps it going. A new 24-second shot clock. Dragic kicks to Waiters. And it's Waiters again missing.
Yeah, blown opportunity after the two-man game creates a terrific look.
That's how it's drawn up. That is, everything but the finish.
Now here's Anderson. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Aldridge double-teamed.
Jump ball. You too.
And so here is Miami. Richardson against Anderson. Dishes it to Aldridge. Outside Gasol. Green kicks to Anderson. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Anderson's got his first 3 points of the game.
That was a hard pick set by Gasol, willing to sacrifice his body out there.
Rockets the pass to Waiters. And here's Richardson outside. Again, the miss by the Heat.
He can't find his mojo. Tough quarter for him scoring the basketball.
And it's Green missing. The Heat trail by 3. And Greg Popovich, also the head coach of the U.S. national men's basketball team, a former military man himself, and of course, guys, very passionate about his country.
You're totally right, Kevin. He's been outspoken, but his actions speak even louder. Doing a lot of charity work in San Antonio for disadvantaged youth. He cares, his players know it, and it's a part of what makes him a great man.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
He kicks to Murray. Aldridge a screen. Now here's Murray. Shot clock at 6. Shoots over Dragic. And Pau Gasol, the bucket on the assist by Murray.
And because of his size, that's a difficult shot to contest.
But it's not just the size, it's the natural feel for the mid-range game. Not everyone has it.
Richardson with the screen on Green. There's the pick. Kicks it to Richardson. Here's Dragic from outside. The rebound by the Spurs.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Anderson dishes to Murray. Good-looking screen by Gasol. Now here's Murray. He's guarded by Dragic. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one's on Johnson. San Antonio shooting their first free throws of the game.
Shooting 2.
And he can't get the first one. Oh, so many we've talked about it. The growth of the game around the globe has really been something to see. How about among international players, guys that catch your eye?
Giannis, his name keeps coming up in all these conversations. Kristaps Porzingis. Al Horford has been fantastic. Marc Gasol, Pau Gasol, Rudy Gobert. There's so many different names. These guys stand out, but I think the young guys, there's Giannis, Porzingis, those are the guys I'm really looking at.
I'm a Dragic fan, too. Goran Dragic is a guy I like, though. He's a slasher. He's a guy that will drive.
He's been very solid.
Now here's Johnson. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Olynyk. And, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup, and while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call a foul shot or not, but sure enough they have. So he'll head to the free throw line. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Manu Ginobili, he's checked in for Murray. And that one falls for Olynyk.
With the acquisition of LaMarcus Aldridge, the Spurs going against the grain. Most teams going small and shooting threes. Aldridge, a big forward who loves the mid-range.
And Anderson kicks to Aldridge. Kicks it out to Gay. Good, and Aldridge gets the assist. Gay's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And with Aldridge in the paint alongside another 7-footer, the Spurs have plenty of length inside.
Yeah, they do. LaMarcus Aldridge with pretty good mobility for a player his height. He's able to move his feet defensively and cover the pick and roll perfectly.
Spurs leading by 5. feeds it to Mills. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Anderson the screen. Johnson against Ginobili. And another basket for San Antonio.
Effective screen set there for the jump shot. That was the key to the play.
Dragic kicks to Johnson. Johnson outside. Winslow with it. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Screen by Olynyk. There's Dragic with the three. Rebound San Antonio.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
No good from Gabe.
And you see why his reputation is so strong defensively. He allows no separation.
And so many defenses are not designed to take away the mid-range jumper, but he's given nothing away.
Now here's Johnson, following the shot by Rudy Gay. Dragic kicks to Johnson. The Heat need to get a shot off. Winslow wide open. He fires. It's good with the assist that time from Johnson.
And defensively, you've got to make a greater effort working over the screens.
Yeah, he could have made a better choice. He left him an easy one. Let's see how he plays the next screen.
Count the basket.
Almost automatic from there. Aldridge using his length to full advantage inside.
Dragic the pass to Olynyk. Olynyk sets a screen for Winslow. Johnson kicks to Johnson. Pass to Winslow. The tray. No good. Shot missing. And it's the Spurs taking it the other way. Anderson dishes to Mills. Aldridge with a screen on Dragic. Mills passes to Aldridge. Kicks it out to Ginobili. Aldridge a screen. Inside. It's stolen by Johnson. Johnson in the corner. And the three off target. Spurs leading by 6. Anderson outside. Mills in the corner from the arc. And again, it's San Antonio with a three.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Heat shooting in the early going here. Pretty dreadful, 22%. Dragic kicks to Olynyk. Here's Winslow. Johnson outside. Johnson dishes to Winslow. Just 5 on the clock. Johnson the screen. There's Dragic with the three. That's in, coming off an assist from Johnson.
And that's from beyond, guys, right back at you.
This is looking more like an all-star game right now. Everyone launching from range.
Ginobili kicks to Anderson. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Anderson. To the paint, 13 feet away. And it's Aldridge missing. 2 for 1 opportunity here if they want it.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go for it.
Johnson against Ginobili. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
And, you know, doesn't matter where you line him up. Tyler Johnson has become a playmaker. You know, had to work his way into the NBA, but he has quickly established himself. Great threat off the bench who brings instant scoring and can be a catalyst for your offense.
And the first one at the line is good. And Greg Johnson, it's that burst he plays with on the floor that makes him such an energizer.
Yeah, and for a player who isn't the biggest guard, you know, he attacks with reckless abandon. Great speed of play in the half court as well as transition. And he's really slippery and can step in if you overcommit.
So Johnson hits 2 of them.
And probably the prime memories with the Heat have to be from the Big Three era. I mean, the team has done a great job of transitioning from that era to this current one, but classic example for me of reloading versus rebuilding.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Now Ellington. Screen by Olynyk. And here is Johnson. Can't connect from long distance.
Yeah, and even with his range, that one might be asking a little too much.
Well, the truth is, he probably makes this shot a little more often than he should, so it's hard to resist.
And so it's the San Antonio Spurs, with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And one of the most competitive men ever to play this game, Manu Ginobili, spoke with us about this year.
Just rely on what happened in the past, then you're stuck in the past. And we, many of us, maybe our last shot, our last season, we don't even know if we're going to have another season. So, we want to do as good as we can.
Well, the fire is still there, but the energy and the ability, guys, to get it done physically, let's face it, at this point, Ginobili's mostly gutting it out.
Still, though, he'll either beat you or go down swinging. Just a tough individual.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And taking a look at San Antonio's performance here, what do you think they've been doing or not doing?
I mean, through one, you have to like the effort, especially on that defensive end.
There are several ways, as you know, to take control of a game. Getting stops is one of them.
Tyler Johnson is out there with Wayne Ellington. Then it's Justice Winslow. Then it's Olynyk. And it's Johnson in at the fourth spot. So that's who Miami starts the second with.
Well, this is why you see guys shying away from their mid-range jumper. It's a bit of a lost art.
Johnson sends the screen for Johnson. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Aldridge. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Kevin, the Spurs' Greg Popovich talked about developing players. He said, our method is usually tough love. I don't think coddling works, and beating them to death mentally doesn't work either. You give them a clear picture of what's demanded, show care, understand what makes them tick. If that doesn't get through, you get rid of them. Kevin?
And the military background of Popovich plays a part in this way of thinking, David. It's why the Spurs have been so successful for so many years. And Miami has possession after the basket by San Antonio. And Olynyk kicks to Ellington. Lets it go with a three. Rebound San Antonio. Anderson's got his fourth rebound in this one.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Now here's Mills. He's got 5. Here's Aldridge. Knocks it loose. Pulls up. High post. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Aldridge has got his second basket of the night.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Johnson sends the screen for Winslow. A three-pointer is right on target. And that's now 6 points for Kelly Olynyk.
Yeah, listen, if you're 7 foot and can shoot threes, there's a place for you in today's NBA. Olynyk has that rare combination.
Now here's Paul. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Paul. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. The Heat trail by 7. Johnson outside. He feeds it to Ellington. The 3. Rebounded by the Spurs. Anderson's got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Paul. Over Ellington. Again, the miss by Paul. The Heat have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Johnson outside. The dish to Olynyk. Johnson the screen. Johnson kicks to Winslow. Olynyk sets a screen for Winslow. Off the screen. The putback. It's good on the putback. Johnson's got his first basket of the night.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. Now here is Aldridge. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Aldridge has got 4 this quarter.
You've got to give a ton of credit to the screener. That play easily opened up the easy layup for his teammate.
Now here's Winslow. Screen by Olynyk. Ellington with it. And there's the feed to Johnson. From deep. It's hauled in by LaMarcus Aldridge. Aldridge has got his 3rd rebound on the night. Gay kicks to Mills. Shot from 12. The rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Johnson outside. And a fast break now for the Spurs. Paul's running. Yes, that goes in. And now a 9-point Spurs lead. The Heat have gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. And Miami calls their first time out of the game. And last season, Patty Mills averaging the most assists of his career. In fact, he was the highest efficiency player rated on the Spurs.
You know what? He says becoming more of a leader has helped him grow as a playmaker. He's enjoying his new role.
And some changes here for the Heat. Adebayo is checked in for Olynyk. Josh Richardson comes in for James Johnson. And Deion Waiters subbed in for Wayne Ellington. Then for the Spurs, Pau Gasol's checked in for Kyle Anderson. Green comes in for Rudy Gay. And it's DeJounte Murray in for Patty Mills. Richardson, no luck.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Raiders against Paul. Gasol, a screen on Johnson. Lock at 6. Here's Paul. Here's Gasol. Goes right through for bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Easy bucket for Powell. Failed to block him out. He'll hover around the offensive boards all day.
Here's Richardson. There's a good screen. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Green passes to Gasol. Murray kicks to Aldridge. Shoots over Winslow. They grab their own miss. Back to Murray. And the wide open shot from Green. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
As the game has gone along, they've gotten more and more aggressive on the backboard.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Johnson. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
And defensively, you've got to make a greater effort working over the screens.
Yeah, he could have made a better choice. He left him an easy one. Let's see how he plays the next screen.
Now here's Paul. Up off the screen. And fouled on the shot, so the bucket counts and a chance for one more here. Well, the NBA can be a superstitious place at times, Steve, with all the quirks and characters in the league. And when you played, what was the strangest game day ritual that you ever saw?
I think Harold Miner. He touched everything with his nose, his gym shoes, his wristbands, the basketballs at the free throw line, and everybody did. And I think for me, as I got older, it wasn't strange. It was out of necessity. I had to get in some kind of steam room and have all those hot pads wrapped around me just to get loose to play.
I like that story. I don't like Baby Jordan's story, though. Harold Miner, that doesn't work for me. I don't understand that. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
And when you're in catch-up mode, you can ill afford these kinds of errors.
I feel like they're getting ahead of themselves. Just need to rein it in. Focus on each individual possession.
Now here's Murray. He's guarded by Dragic. With some arc, he gets that one. Murray's got 9 points.
Excellent play call there. The defense was not prepared for the pick, and as a result, they gave up the wide open look.
There's a screen. Here's Dragic. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Dragic has got his second bucket.
That took some courage to take on the bigger defender right there, and he got the job done.
Gasol kicks to Ginobili. Back to Gasol. The pass to Ginobili. Just 4 to shoot. From deep three-point range. Can't hit that one. And it's Miami the other way. Al Richardson. Pass to Adebayo. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Two.
And he knocks down the first one.
When you think about a great system and great execution, you think of the San Antonio Spurs. Not the most athletic team. You won't see a bunch of dunks or fast break points. If you love the game, you have to admire how they get things done.
Both shots good from the stripe. And we've seen a litany of role players come to San Antonio and shoot guys career highs.
Well, you know, especially shooters. This offense gives them the cleanest look they can ask for. There's no great secret in their strategy. It's all in the execution.
Aldridge, no luck. The Heat trail by 13. Dishes to Waiters. He kicks it to Dragic. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Dragic has got 4 points this quarter.
This is what it means to be a catalyst. His offense helps set the tone for a lot of what they do.
In transition, here comes Miami. Here's Richardson. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Richardson's got 5 points so far. Spurs leading by 9. Gasol, a screen on Dragic. Green against Richardson. Outside, Green. Gasol's in the post. 6 points for him. Bucket is good. He's got 8.
High percentage look for Powell. Won't miss many from that distance.
And here's Richardson. Outside, Dragic. There's the screen. Passes it to Adebayo. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. They get Paul Gasol.
Yeah, easy call.
For Miami, they have shot 6 or 7 at the line.
Two shots.
And that one misses. When sometimes it gets started with a hard foul from the other team or a whistle that you felt should have gone the other way. Anger can happen in the NBA. We see it. Emotions are high. It's a passionate game. Smitty, what was the angriest you ever got during a game? I know you competed because you were one of the best competitors I ever saw, but did it ever cross that line of becoming a little bit more gritty, a little bit more angrier.
It did, Kevin. I think one instance for sure. Game 7, Western Conference. Drove the basketball hard as I could and was fouled by Shaq. They didn't call it. Being flat and laid out and the guys going up and down, we eventually lost that game. That was one I still haven't got over it. And when I see Shaq today, I might not do it, but I want to knock him upside his head because he knew it was a foul, and I knew it was a foul, but it wasn't called.
He is one big man. He looks like he could play right now, as do you, which I think is great about ex-athletes and keeping in shape and staying that way. But Shaq certainly looks like he could play right now.
And I would be a 5 right now trying to guard him. That'll be interesting.
Little mismatch. Aldridge kicks to Murray. 59 seconds left now here in the second. At the elbow, it's Aldridge. Outside, Green. There's the triple. Again, the miss by Green.
Yeah, not a great shot there, especially when you got a lockdown defender guarding.
You know, there's no shame in passing out in that situation. Leave your ego at the door.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Murray kicks to Aldridge. Shoots over Winslow, and it's Aldridge missing.
Just hasn't had it tonight, but his teammates are picking up the slack.
And stolen by Murray.
And when you can't hold for the last possession, that's what you want to try and do.
Patience and execution. You need both here. We'll see what they run.
Kicks it to Aldridge. Shot from the wing. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Aldridge has got 8 points.
The mid-range game of Aldridge. So advanced, so well polished.
And so it's the San Antonio Spurs. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Coach Greg Popovich. Pop, what do you think was the key to having such a strong first half?
We played good D.
That was 4 words. Thanks, Pop. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here. Got Shaq, got Kenny the Jet Smith. We welcome you back to the halftime show on 2K Sports. It's San Antonio out on top at halftime. They lead by 11. Shaq, what did you see from San Antonio?
Well, Kenny should appreciate this. I love the ball movement. They were in sync as a unit, and their assist numbers were impressive. Anytime you get 5 players working together like that instead of one guy doing it alone, it's always going to be a boost. That's the primary reason they're in control of the game.
And Kenny, what are your thoughts on Miami?
They need to break it down. And I look at the individual areas that they're struggling, like they're getting pounded. I mean pounded, Ernie, on the boards. That's a hustle stat.
And that wraps up halftime as the game is set to get back underway. Let's send it to Kevin Harlan and crew, standing by courtside.
A great look at American Airlines Arena right on the shores of Biscayne Bay as we welcome you back to Miami. Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. The Heat trail by 11. Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. On the floor for San Antonio, Murray and Green team up to make the backcourt. Aldridge is at the 4 with Gasol at the 5. And it's Anderson in at the small forward position. Now, here's Aldridge after the miss from Goran Dragic. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. And Steve, as the big three in San Antonio age and retire, how big was it for San Antonio to sign the All-Star LaMarcus Aldridge?
You know, it's huge, Kevin, a Texas native, and it's easy to see why he chose the Spurs. It's been interesting to see him integrate his game into their system.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
That's good from Aldridge. And LaMarcus Aldridge missing a few weeks last season over concerns with the heart flutter, something he dealt with much earlier in his career with the Blazers around his rookie season.
You know, scary, Kevin, but it's great to see him healthy and playing the game he loves. Those kind of challenges make you appreciate life and doing what you love.
And he makes both free throws.
Decent when he entered the league, Aldridge has turned himself into a phenomenal free throw shooter.
And Waiters kicks to Johnson. Outside Dragic. Misses the layup. He had him with that bump fake.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Now here's Murray. He dishes it to Aldridge. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
As Gasol continues to work on his shooting range, guess what? His free throw percentage has been creeping up as well. Probably not a coincidence.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
That free throw missing.
Pau Gasol, as skilled of a big man as you'll find in this league, in my opinion. Passing, shooting, handling, you name it.
And the second free throw, good. You were just talking about Pau shooting last season. He shot almost 55% from three-point range. How about that?
That's how you fend off Father Time. Keep adding layers to your game.
Now here's Waiters. There's the screen. Feeds it to Johnson. Over Murray. It's good, and the San Antonio lead is cut down to just 12 points on the bucket from Johnson. San Antonio's gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. Murray with it. He's guarded by Dragic. Here's Aldridge. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Aldridge has got 4 points this quarter.
The 7'5" wingspan. That's what makes Aldridge so difficult to stop inside.
Dragic kicks to Johnson. Over Aldridge. And it's sent back by Aldridge.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
The beauty of the teardrop, very difficult to really contest.
And the Spurs every bit a title contender, but injuries can derail any team. And they struck hard last season.
Yes, they did. The torn quad tendon for Tony Parker in the semis. Then in the Western Conference Finals, up 22 points on the road. Kawhi Leonard rolls his ankle on Pachulia's foot. Things you just can't control.
One shot. One shot.
And probably the one constant of this Miami team the last few years has been their defense. They do a great job of making life difficult for opposing shooters, and it's been anchored by one of the best shot blockers in the game with Whiteside.
Now here's Dragic. 8 points for him. Here's Adebayo. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
That's his first personal foul.
And the Miami defense is more than just Whiteside blocking shots, as you might say. Greg, they do a great job of limiting opponents' threes.
Yeah, they challenge the 3-ball as well as anybody. Both contest the shot and close out to deny the attempt from even being taken. This roster does a great job of taking away space from shooters.
And he makes the first. He hits one and misses one, each at the line. And the Spurs with Pau Gasol and LaMarcus Aldridge up front. A huge front court, long front court. Steve, is that something they can stick with when teams like the Warriors go small?
No, I don't think so, Kevin. That's a challenge for them. Aldridge has to cover the floor in those situations, and Gasol just doesn't have the lateral mobility at this point in his career.
Here's Murray. Dion Waiters making his last shot. Floats one up. Second chance shot. Johnson with the block. Now here's Murray. He's guarded closely. To the inside. And Aldridge slams it in.
The wingspan, the timing, Aldridge devastating on the offensive glass.
And the Heat call time here. Nice game. Great performance by LaMarcus Aldridge.
And he's been taking it to the rack all game, and they haven't been able to contain him. They have to put up better fight on the inside.
Checked in for the Heat. Tyler Johnson comes in for Goran Dragic. The Spurs also changing it up. Rudy Gay's checked in for Aldridge. Paul comes in for Danny Green. And it's Mills in for Murray. Now here's Waiters. 5 points in the game. Back to Johnson. He feeds it to Richardson. Trying his luck deep. They get the rebound.
And the rebounding has been key to their success here tonight.
I say it's the #1 reason why they are ahead in this game right now.
Mills with it. He's guarded by Johnson. Mills with it. 5 points in the game. Gasol a screen. Paul right side from past the arc. But shot missing. Excellent D there from Waiters. Pass to Johnson. Johnson the screen. Johnson kicks to Waiters. From deep. Some solid D from Paul.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
For San Antonio, they have gone 5 of 8 from the charity stripe here tonight.
Taking 2 shots.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
He's off on the first. Wayne Ellington's checked in for Josh Richardson. Good on the second free throw. Here's Johnson. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Johnson kicks to Waiters. They set the pick. Johnson dishes to Johnson. That's in, coming off the assist from Johnson. Johnson's got 7 points.
And defensively, you've got to make a greater effort working over the screens.
Yeah, he could have made a better choice. He left him an easy one. Let's see how he plays the next screen.
Now here's Paul. Mills with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. From deep, Gay. Offensive rebound, Spurs. The three from Mills. And another shot. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Though he's extended his shooting range, inside is where Pau Gasol makes his money. Now going to the line.
And Pau Gasol, one of the most skilled 7-footers this league has ever seen. Whether it's the low post, high post, flaring off picks, you want the ball in his hands.
Shooting 2, gentlemen.
Free throw drops for Gasol. And Pau Gasol, a very good perimeter shooter, starting to stretch his range out beyond that three-point arc.
Yeah, his face-up game is becoming more and more prominent. Working from that elbow, he's become more of a triple threat. He can shoot it, drive it, and pass at a high level.
Adebayo is checked in for the Heat. Winslow comes in for Wayne Ellington, and he can't hit the second. The Heat trail by 15. Johnson, the pass to Waiters. Johnson with a screen on Gay. Here's Adebayo. He's covered by Gay. The dish to Johnson. Rebounded by the Spurs. Anderson outside. There's the feed to Mills. There's the pass to Gay. Anderson, a screen on Winslow. Good-looking screen by Gasol. The three from Mills. And it's Miami with the rebound. Johnson's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. They set the pick, and they call an illegal screen here.
And that's a tough one, but on those illegal screen calls, the defender's never going to get the benefit of the doubt.
Some guys, they just know how to get away with it, and some don't.
Gasol, a screen on Johnson. Gay against Winslow. They swipe it. Here's Johnson off the left rim and out. San Antonio leading by 15. And Mills kicks to Gasol. Good-looking screen by Gasol. Back to Mills. It's stolen by Johnson. Pass to Johnson. Good ball movement here by Miami. 6 to shoot. Goes up at the stripe. Adebayo. Great positioning on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
San Antonio's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Gay kicks to Mills. Dishes to Anderson. Mills with it. Johnson on him. And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And there's the call. Miami with the foul.
And one of the game's best free throw shooters. It's a shame that Patty almost never gets to the line.
The Spurs have made 7 of their last 12 attempts at the line.
2 shots.
First one falls for him. The Spurs making a switch here. Ginobili's checked in. And good on the second, so he makes them both. The Heat trail by 15. And the Heat call time here.
And he has not been on his game here. He's forcing a lot of shots, and the team is suffering because of it. It's time for him to focus on getting his teammates involved.
To the inside, stolen by Gay. Mills dishes to Gay. Waiters grabs the miss.
How does he miss that layup? He's too good to be doing that.
And fouled on the shot, so the bucket counts and a chance for one more here.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
One shot.
Free throw, no good for Waiters.
He's being aggressive, trying to turn around the team's fortunes, but he's having a hard time executing.
Waiters against Ginobili. Outside for Gasol. Shot clock at 6. Gay against Winslow. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. The Heat trail by 13. Johnson kicks to Johnson. Passes it to Adebayo. Feeds it to Waiters. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Yeah, just nice strength there, and then just off with the shot.
And he's just had 1 attempt at the line earlier.
Two shots.
And he can't get the first one. Good on the second free throw. Here's Mills. He has 7. Outside Gasol. Kicks it to Mills. Pulls it up. That shot's good on the assist by Ginobili. Mills has got 4 points this quarter.
All day, Mills will do this for you. Lightning quick on the catch and release.
Johnson kicks to Johnson. And the officials call a traveling violation.
And you don't need the big play. Right now, you just need the smart one.
This is what desperation can do. You start to play outside of yourself, making a bad situation worse.
Spurs leading by 14. Gasol, a screen on Waiters. Ginobili, the pass to Mills. Gasol kicks to Gay. The turnaround jumper, count it. Gay's got 5 points so far.
Boy, I'll tell you, from mid-range, Rudy's shot mechanics look effortless.
On the wing, Johnson. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. 6 points for him.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And taken away by Johnson. Lays it up and banks it in.
Making a dent in this deficit. He's been on point tonight.
And that replay brought to us by Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. One of the more exciting plays in basketball. Ginobili kicks to Anderson. Anderson the screen. Here's Ginobili, and it's Miami with the rebound. Johnson's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Waiters dishes to Johnson.
That's his first personal foul, 4th team foul.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
And at the line last year, he was good on about 77% of his attempts.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good, and Miami making a change here. Dragic is checked in. San Antonio also making some changes. LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for Gasol. Green comes in for Anderson, and it's DeJounte Murray in for Patty Mills. Both good from the line that time. There's 1:54 left in the third quarter of the game. Pass to Gay. Aldridge a screen. Shot off the pick. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Here's Dragic. Off the mark. Had a chance to trim it to single digits. Green against Johnson. Green passes to Gay. Over Johnson, and it's Gay again missing. The Heat trail by 10. Johnson outside. They set the pick. Outside Dragic. Over Murray. Another shot. Adebayo with the bucket. Adebayo's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Oh, easy putback. No one got a body on it.
And there's one thing you're trying to minimize. It's second chance opportunities. Poor defensive rebounding for them.
Now here's Green. He's got 6. He kicks it to Aldridge. 6 on the shot clock. That shot is in, just like 6 others have been for him. He's shooting 7 for 15.
I'll tell you what, LaMarcus is rolling. Hard man to stop once he gets going.
And Waiters, here we go. Solid defense there from Ginobili. Spurs leading by 10. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. There's the dish to Murray. Johnson against Ginobili. Aldridge kicks to Ginobili. Good, and Aldridge gets the assist. Aldridge has got 4 assists in the game.
And how about that lefty stroke there from Ginobili? It is a thing of beauty. He is dialed in from deep.
And the Heat, another 3.
And talk about a terrific stroke. The defense was hoping that a 3-ball that deep wasn't going in.
LaMarcus Aldridge has been on display for San Antonio. After a fantastic quarter, he's sitting on a double-double. And there's nowhere to go but up for him. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break.
9-7.
And now a sneak peek into the huddle with Greg Popovich.
Nobody holds the ball, not even 1,001. You catch it, it's a shot, it's a drive or pass, whatever you got.
Specific instructions from Greg Popovich. If you don't have a clean look, don't have an open lane, move the ball.
Yeah, and the key is fast decision-making, and that takes great recognition from all 5 guys in terms of communication. That's really what we call chemistry.
3 quarters in the books, folks. Glad to have you with us. Welcome back as we get going. Richardson is out there with James Johnson. Then it's Johnson. Then there's Dragic. And it's Adebayo in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Now here's Dragic. Johnson right side. Over Gay. Johnson can't get it to go. Spurs leading by 12. Now Murray. He dishes it to Aldridge. He feeds it to Gay. And the basket is good.
Well, you see right there, Rudy attacks and maintains focus. He is a load to contain.
Before his injury, Rudy Gay had made some strides on the defensive end. In general, Greg, he doesn't get enough credit sometimes for his impact on that side of the ball.
Yeah, Gay has always been a great ball hawk. I mean, he's got long arms to pick off lazy passes. He gets a good amount of blocks for a wing player as well. Very much so underrated when you talk about his defense.
That free throw good from Gay.
Rudy Gay has been in the league for over a decade now, a valuable wingman with incredible length.
Outside Dragic. The feed to Johnson. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot two.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Johnson. So Johnson hits 2 of them. San Antonio leading by 13. Ginobili dishes to Green. The pass to Murray. Aldridge with a screen on Dragic. Kicks it out to Ginobili. They get the rebound. Here's Aldridge. Tough break there, shot after shot. They couldn't get anything to fall. To the middle, it's stolen by Green. And here's the break. The pull-up. Once again off the mark by San Antonio.
You know, this is a time when you don't have to force anything. You're in command of this game.
Here's Dragic. And the layup is good.
This is what your spacing is designed to do. Find cracks in the defense.
The Spurs have gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. Green kicks to Murray. Aldridge with a screen on Dragic. Here's Murray. Good work defensively by Johnson.
I appreciate the attack mindset, but with the defense tracking him down, it was probably better to kick that one out.
Johnson the screen. Dragic the pass to Johnson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. They set the pick. Launches a 3. Rebounded by the Spurs. 17 points was their biggest margin. Fires from 14, and the shot falls short this time. Johnson inside. He's covered by Murray. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. Pau Gasol is checked in for the Spurs. And the second free throw, good.
See, now he's getting defenders back on their heels a little bit, getting to the foul line here in the second half.
Pass to Murray. Gasol, a screen on Dragic. Murray dishes to Gasol, passes it to Aldridge. 2 points, that one goes. Aldridge has got 10 points here in the second half.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Now a timeout called by Miami. Nice game, great performance by LaMarcus Aldridge.
Yeah, they're going to have to talk about this. They got to find a way to get the ball out of his hands.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to Eric Spoelstra address the team. He does not think they're giving him everything. He said they've been faster to us all night. Loose balls, rebounds, everything. We got to wake up. It's slipping away, and we're letting it happen. We got to seize this game. We'll see if he lit a fire under him, guys.
That one's good. The San Antonio lead is cut down now to just 10 points with that basket from James Johnson. Now here's Murray. He's guarded by Dragic. Aldridge left side. Yep, that one goes in there. Aldridge has got 20.
See, in this half, I feel like he's a much different shooter. Calm, focused, and letting things come to him.
Johnson the screen. Johnson kicks to Dragic. Over Murray. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
2 shots, gentlemen.
And Dragic came into the NBA with something on his resume that not many other rookies have. He has a ring from winning the Slovenian Pro League the year before he came to America.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. And Goran Dragic drops them both. Spurs leading by 10. And here is Murray. Dishes it to Aldridge. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. Aldridge has got 6 here in this quarter.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Johnson the screen. Now here's Dragic. Johnson attacking, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Shooting 2.
That one is off. Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for Rudy Gay. And he's good on the second. Spurs leading by 11. Gasol a screen. Murray the pass to Gasol. Basket counts.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Dragic kicks to Johnson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Two shots.
That free throw missing. Good on the second free throw. San Antonio leading by 12. Gasol a screen. Here's Anderson. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. And here are the Heat now. Dragic with it. Johnson the screen. Dragic kicks to Johnson. And it's Johnson again missing. San Antonio's gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight, just a little over 40%.
And doesn't he just have a nose, a knack for the basketball? He is by far their best rebounder.
Oh, no question. He just punishes the opposition in that category, and there's no end in sight.
Outside Dragic. Here's Johnson. Johnson double teamed. Adebayo passes to Johnson. There's the pick. Lets a floater go. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That's on LaMarcus Aldridge.
Yeah, easy call.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him.
Boy, is he really getting after it here in the second half, just drawing a ton of fouls.
So Johnson hits 2 of them. San Antonio leading by 9. Green kicks to Aldridge. Now here's Murray. He's guarded by Dragic. Kept alive. Feeds to Murray. Tries again. Dragic with some nice D. Miami's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Johnson against Aldridge. Johnson kicks to Johnson. Clock at 6. Pass to Dragic. And it's good off the back rim and in. Dragic has got 6 points in the quarter.
All right, he's got to quit while he's ahead. He got away with it there, but the crossover usually gets him into a bit of trouble.
Murray dishes to Anderson. Here's Gasol. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
Completely on his game. Hasn't missed a shot all night. A big part of why this team is winning.
There's a good screen. The pass to Adebayo. Dragic kicks to Johnson. Back to Dragic. Steps back and fires. And the rebound goes to Pau Gasol. Gasol's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Kicks to Murray. Gasol setting the pick for Murray. The dish now to Gasol. Outside, Green. Gasol a screen. Shot off the pick. They get the rebound. Aldridge, the pass to Murray. Back to Aldridge. Double team on Aldridge. Green dishes to Gasol. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. Outside, Dragic. Johnson kicks to Richardson. Back to Johnson. Outside, Dragic. From deep. That's in, coming off the assist from Johnson. Johnson's got 3 assists now in this one.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those 3-point attempts.
Now here's Gasol, and there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
The second half hasn't gone nearly as well for him. He'd only had 1 before the break in terms of turnovers, but that number's growing as this game progresses.
Waiters, he's checked in for Miami. Outside, Dragic. There's a screen. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. And now it's just a 4-point Spurs lead. San Antonio's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Now here's Murray. He's guarded by Dragic. And the whistle blows as the basket counts and a 3-point play chance right here. 1 free throw coming up.
And they needed that. Their lead is getting smaller by the minute.
Shooting 1.
Free throw good, Murray. The Heat trail by 7. They set the pick. Here's Waiters. Plays it up and banks it in. San Antonio's gotten the 3-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. They're 6 of 15. Anderson passes to Murray. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Murray. Right side, Aldridge. Buries it down low. Aldridge has got 24.
Smooth off the pick. Aldridge knew he can get an opportunity to finish there.
A minute 42 left in the 4th. Richardson for 3. The putback. A rebound by Gasol. Gasol's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Murray kicks to Green. Gasol a screen. Back to Green. 6 to shoot. Anderson up top. He's guarded by Johnson. Anderson's shot is off. The Heat trail by 7.
And definitely playing the opponent, but also they're playing against the clock.
I think that's the thing. You can't give away 1 second now. You're toast.
Now here's Waiters. Up off the screen. Yes!
And it was the screen there, guys, that freed him up as he ran his man into it.
And then it was all acceleration, GA, to the bucket right after that.
That was just a textbook pick that allowed him room, and he took advantage of it.
Here's Aldridge. The Heat getting the bucket. The 17-footer. It's hauled in by Richardson.
And whatever play they run has to be quick.
And with time working against them, even if they make it, they need to foul right away.
And it was not a clean block. Whistle blows and a foul on the defender here. It's a shooting foul, so free throws will be coming up.
2 shots.
He gets the first, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. Both free throws good from Dragic.
And now down to a one-possession game. Those foul shots, huge.
And I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Aldridge. And the shot is long. Now a timeout called by Miami. They're trailing by 3. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
And right now, you can go for the 2 and then a quick foul, or go for the home run.
Let me tell you my vote. Whatever's the best look and takes the least amount of time.
The presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, LaMarcus Aldridge.
He's kept a lot of their possessions alive with his work on the offensive glass. You can't measure what that kind of effort means to a team. Not just in terms of the second chances those rebounds create, but also for the example it sets. A three-pointer would be huge right now.
Imagine if they tied this thing up.
And I bet you'll never see too many guys who can put forth an effort on the boards like this one.
He takes pride in how he crashes the glass. No one is getting in his way when he's in that area.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. They're up by 3. 5 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Five seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And so they foul intentionally. He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
Wow, stepping up in the clutch. Great way to end this.
And the Heat call time here. They're behind by 5. 3 seconds left in the game. Guys, what do you think?
And this is what happens when you dig yourself a hole. It's hard to climb out of it.
You know, this part of the game, focus on good execution. The rest will take care of itself.
And stolen by Murray. Missed. And so it's San Antonio with the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Danny, a strong defensive effort both individually and team. Now, how comfortable are you at that end of the floor now, knowing that you can make things tough on the opposition?
Well, we want to make them take tough shots. We're not comfortable at any point defensively, but we got to continue to be active and be aggressive and get our hands on loose balls.
It's been the mark of the Spurs for a long time, Danny. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.